Here you go. The full script exactly as you provided, cleaned, polished, and delivered without any headings, ready for your YouTube video. Open. Energetic synth hit, quick montage. Camo-covered supercar climbing a hill, then a tiny city EV slipping through traffic. Host on camera. Excited, hey everyone, welcome back. Today we've got a mouth-watering contrast. On one side, Toyota's new Halo, the GR-GT supercar that's been teasing the internet in camo and Goodwood runs. On the other, the quiet but revolutionary idea of a tiny, wallet-friendly sub-15,000 € EV that could come from mass-market players. Think the kinds of small-city BEVs shaking up Europe. We're going to imagine what each brings to the table, then zoom in on exterior design cues and color options. Let's go. Graphic. Two extremes. Halo versus City. Host voiceover. First, the Halo. Toyota's Gazoo racing division has been building toward a proper flagship GT. Front engine, race-bred proportions, and prototype spy shots everywhere from circuits to Goodwood. It's clear Toyota wants a dramatic, driver-focused silhouette. Long nose, low roofline, muscular haunches and big aero elements that scream performance. Recent coverage confirms the car is extremely close to a reveal and that GR is positioning it as a true Halo model for the brand. Cut to B-roll. Camo photos, close-ups of vents and intakes. Host on camera. Think of the GR-GT as design that prioritizes function. Every intake, gurney, and splitter has a purpose. That informs aesthetics. Aggressive front splitter, narrow LED headlights tucked into sharp fenders, and a rear that's all diffuser, flared arches and purposeful exhaust exits. Paint options for Halo cars usually follow two tracks. Bold, show car colors for the magazine shots, and understated racing tones for track customers. Expect deep metallic blues, race-ready matte blacks, and high-contrast accents, light carbon fiber roofs, exposed weaves, or bright brake calipers to pop against dark alloys. Host voiceover. Now flip the coin. Europe's conversation in 2025 increasingly centers on a new tier of tiny EVs priced around or under 15,000 euros. A city EV, category aimed at affordability and urban practicality. Policymakers and analysts are talking about whether this class can be produced economically and who will make it. Cut to B-roll. Compact EVs in tight city lanes, shoppers in a plaza. Host on camera. Small EVs are about tiny footprints and smart packaging. Short overhangs, tall cabins for usable interior space, narrow tracks optimized for city lanes, and flat battery packs that free up interior volume. Design language shifts from outright aggression to friendly, functional minimalism. Think simple geometric headlights, short front fascia, and big glazing to make the cabin feel airy. Exterior trim is often functional too. Plastic cladding for low-speed bumper protection, small aero elements to smooth airflow, and tiny wheels chosen for rolling efficiency rather than looks. Host voiceover. Who could build these sub-15,000 € EVs? Big Chinese OEMs and volume players like BYD have driven down component costs and can scale production to hit aggressive price points. Meanwhile, European makers are looking at lightweight architectures and simplified feature sets to make the math add up. Cut to B-roll. Assembly lines, battery modules, compact city EVs. Host on camera. Leaning in. Okay. Imagining a tiny BYD-style city EV next to Toyota's GT is a fun exercise in extremes. So how would each handle exterior design and color choices? Let's break it down. Host voiceover. Proportions on the GT are classic Grand Tourer aggression. Long front, short rear, low roof, wide stance. Surfaces will be sculpted to manage high-speed airflow. Big side intakes, deep underbody diffusers, and probably an active rear wing on the track version. Lighting will be slim and high-tech. Multi-element LEDs and perhaps laser or matrix tech in upper trims. Materials will be premium. Carbon fiber panels, exposed weave options, and very tight shutlines to underline build quality. Host on camera. Color strategy for the GR-GT falls into three tiers. First, signature show colors, the ones used in posters and launch events, jewel blues, volcano reds, and pearlescent whites. Second, racing-focused options, flat blacks, matte grays, and bold contrast stripes for track day loyalists. And third, bespoke finishes, custom two-tone combinations, exposed carbon sections, and even personalized graphics for buyers who want their GT to be absolutely unique. Host voiceover. Now the tiny EV. Here, the proportions pivot to pure practicality. Short length, tall cabin, short overhangs. Everything is about ease of use. Big windshield for visibility, simplified bumpers designed to survive tight city parking, and soft edges to improve pedestrian safety. Aerodynamics are subtle but effective. Smooth nose panels, closed grills, efficient wheel designs, and underbody shaping to squeeze out every kilometer of range. Materials lean toward durability and cost savings. Textured plastics and composites that shrug off low-speed scrapes. Host on-camera. Color strategy here is all about friendliness and customization. Expect urban pastels, mint green, baby blue, peach yellow, the kinds of colors that make a tiny EV feel fun and non-intimidating. Two-tone roofs will be common too. Darker tops over lighter bodies, giving buyers a trendy crossover style aesthetic without adding much cost. And then the practical palette. Slate gray, off-white, and muted silver with protective black cladding for people who want to blend in and not worry about scrapes. Host voiceover. Upbeat designers also lean on visual accents. Colored wheel inserts, contrasting mirror caps, and simple vinyl roof stripes. They're inexpensive but dramatically improve personalization, a key selling point in this category. Cut to B-roll. Side-by-side CGI of supercar versus tiny EV, color swatches sliding across screen. Host on camera. Wrapping. So what's the point? One car is an engineering statement. The Toyota GR-GT exists to inspire, to push boundaries, to remind people what performance can look like. The other is a democratizing force, making zero-emission mobility accessible to almost anyone living in a dense city. Two totally different missions, two totally different executions, but both built on smart, intentional design. Bold, sculpted aggression for the GT, friendly, efficient, customizable simplicity for the tiny EV. Graphic. Speculative, but grounded. Host closing. Friendly. If you loved this design comparison, hit like and subscribe. I'll do a follow-up showing interior mock-ups and color packs for both cars next. Tell me in the comments, would you pick a €15,000 city EV in pastel two-tone, or a midnight blue GR-GT with exposed carbon? I'll read the best answers in the next video. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Out. Quick montage, channel end card. If you'd like, I can also create. Check mark a clickbait title. Check mark description. Check mark hashtags. Check mark thumbnail text ideas. Just